It's possible to be alone but not lonely.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible to be surrounded by people, maybe even your best friends, and be lonely. So where do you fit into this matrix?
Yeah, so what you're describing or alluding to is the distinction between loneliness and isolation. Isolation is the objective state of being by yourself. You're by yourself, you are isolated, you are alone. But you can be lonely while amongst others. Loneliness is the feeling that your social needs are not being met. We have these social reward systems in our brain. When we have positive interactions, we're around others, basically these three neurotransmitters that many people have probably heard of, oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine, those three work together to create this sense of social reward. So we are wired to feel good around others so that we keep coming back, and we're also wired to feel badly when we're alone.
But the two words you haven't used yet, but we've all heard it in our lives, and it feels like it derives exactly out of everything you're saying. And it's, are you extroverted or introverted? That's what it sounds like you're describing. And taken to its extremes, extroverts will live longer than introverts with less disease and overall greater happiness.
Well, would they?
First off, is the chicken or the egg? Are they so extroverted because they're so happy all the time and they just want to talk? Or is it that they're talking more? Well, if you ask people who are extroverted to talk more with others and be more extroverted, their mood even improve. You know, there's a recent report that came out on these SuperAgers. They are, I think, 80 and above, but if you scan their brains look closer to 60-year-olds.
Oh,
They're resistant to aging, the traditional path of aging.
Very cool.
And what's amazing is that the one unifying trait amongst these SuperAgers is that they're all extroverts and that they all claim to live very social lives. And it makes sense that as you're continuing to live a social lifestyle and you're exercising these brain areas, because socializing is indeed an exercise for the brain.
But if it causes stress to an introvert, that can't be good for them.
So this is where it gets delicate, because to tell the average person, go spend every afternoon socializing, right? Get coffee with friends, see friends all the time. For someone who is more introverted, that is not a healthy prescription.
Right.
That's stress right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Introverted people still benefit from socializing, but the sort of threshold of where that becomes unhealthy or unpleasant is way lower. So if you have an introverted person, let's say come into this room right now and pretend to be an extrovert for 10 minutes. I mean, they'd probably kick and scream on the way in and please, I don't want to do that.
Right.
But they would actually feel better afterwards because there's only 10 minutes.